Hello, this is Pastor Mark Hendricks of Jasper Pentecostal Church. It's Wednesday, October 7th, and I'm at the church today, not out on the trail or by the lakeside, because I want to share with you about the coming months and the ministry of our church. Last week I met with our board members, Glenda and Leanne, to discuss how we should carry on our ministry for the church in the coming months and during this pandemic season. And I want to share with you about the decision that we agreed upon together. And we have decided to continue with our video services for the rest of this year, for the coming months, until the new year in 2021. So that means no in-church, in-person church services, no Christmas dinner. Christmas dinner is kind of out of the question this year. Because of the necessary health precautions. No Christmas Eve service, but I will offer a Christmas Eve video service. And this will be until 2021, until the new year, and till January when we can evaluate again what the health conditions are and how soon we should return to in-person church services. I want to share with you as well some of the reasons for our decision and the considerations that we thought about as we were making the decision. Of course, the current health safety conditions is our primary consideration, and then what would it be like if we did return for services? Well, there's many restrictions for in-person services. And what about the readiness of our own church members? Are you ready to come back to gathered meetings? The effectiveness of our current video services is another consideration for us. And then the financial welfare of our church as well. So these are the things that formed the basis for our decision, these considerations. About the current health safety conditions, they're poor, really. We are still in the midst of the pandemic, and the health safety concerns are serious. In Alberta, COVID cases are resurging. They had gone down during the early summer months, like June, but then they began to rise again in August, and they're still on the increase. The curve is steepening, if you will, and so COVID cases are resurging. As of this past week, according to the report from Dr. Hinshaw and Alberta Health Services, 8 more people died this past weekend. That's here in Alberta. 280 Albertans have died from COVID so far, 280. And presently, 62 people are hospitalized, including 14 in intensive care units. So yes, it is still very serious, and we need to take necessary measures for our own health safety and for the health safety of our community as well. Another consideration is the restrictions for gathered church services, things that we have to do in order to meet safely. And Alberta Health Services has produced a document. This is the most recent one guidance for places of worship, and it's an 8-page document advising congregations about the health measures they must observe in order to meet safely. And just to summarize them and how it might affect us, one of the things that we would have to do is have a different entrance and exit, so there's no congestion. We would have to come in one door and go out the other door. We would have to have 2 meters distancing, social distancing that is, and congregants, attendees would have to wear masks. On the stage, singers are supposed to be separated by a barrier so they don't transmit the virus if they happen to have it. And so I would have to erect some sort of plexiglass barrier to protect congregants. No food, and that includes communion. We're not supposed to share food at gatherings, and of course food, our communion, even though it's a ritual meal, is still the sharing of food, and so we couldn't do it in the same way. And we have to maintain a contact list for all our attendees. In the event that there was an outbreak from our congregation, the government would want to know who was here so they could trace them and urge them to be careful and get tested. And so we would have to maintain our own contact list. Another consideration of ours was the readiness of church members to return, and whether or not you are prepared to come back to church and whether you feel safely about that. And we understand in our conversations from you, my conversations and Glenda and Leanne's conversations with you, that most members are unready to return. One of the reasons I know that also is because few have attended our outdoor gatherings. We've had 3 of these, a couple in the summertime and then one just last week, and very few felt safe in coming out for an outdoor gathering, and so we understand that even fewer would feel safe coming to a gathered church meeting. Many of our members are over 65 years, and this is a high-risk age group. Most of the people who have died from COVID have been in the over 65 age group, and so we well understand why you would be reluctant to come to church also. Some members are medically vulnerable and have to take special precautions so that they don't contract the virus. My own son Andrew is one of those. He has a pre-existing medical condition, and so he wouldn't come to a gathered church service. And my wife Joy and I, because we share the same household with Andrew, have to be careful also so we don't bring the virus home to our medically vulnerable son. Yet another consideration for our decision has been the present effectiveness of our video services. Our video services actually reach more viewers than our service attendees, or our usual number of service attendees. For the months of July to September, those 3 months, our average viewers per service were 26. So 26 people are typically watching our video services. But in contrast, for the previous year, 2019, our average number of morning service attendees was only 23. So in terms of outreach, we're serving more people with our video services. And I've talked with people in the community, and our board members have talked with them, and my wife Joy at the grocery store talks with them as well, and hears that yes, they have been watching our services. So we're quite pleased about that, and see it as a part of effectiveness of our ministry, even with the video services. And yet another concern or consideration for our decision has been the financial welfare of the church, and I'm pleased to say that the church is doing well. Our income at the end of September, and our treasurer Cecile just gave me a report for September. The income was 95% of our budgeted expenses. 36,414 is what has come in from January to the end of September. And our budget expenses for the same period amount to 38,250. So we're only $1,836 or 5% short of our budget. And so that's as good as most years, and certainly good for this year. And I do appreciate your faithfulness and the generosity of friends of our church as well, who have continued to support us during this difficult season. So those are the things that we have considered for our decision about what to do for the coming months. And just to repeat, we've decided to continue simply with our video services. So that means no in-person church services. Sadly, no Christmas dinner this year, at least not in the church. And no Christmas Eve service, but a video Christmas Eve service. And we'll do that until the new year, 2021, and we'll evaluate it in January to see when we should return. And we are looking forward to that time, looking forward to gathering together again, as is most of the church world, looking forward to in-person gatherings. But speaking about finances, I want to tell you about something new for our church, and that is electronic giving. And this is through an electronic giving service called Tithely. Tithely is recommended by our own denomination, the Pentecostal Assemblies of Canada, and it already serves over 30,000 churches, denominations, and ministries, so it can be trusted. It's a reliable, secure, third-party giving service that will receive your donations and then deposit them in our own church account. And there's two essential ways to use Tithely and to give electronically. One way is with your own computers or your tablet to go to our church web page, and there you'll find the giving button. And if you click on that, a window will open up, and you can open an account for free with Tithely, and you can use Tithely and your account to make a donation to our church. The other way is with your phone. If you download the Tithely phone app, either from the Apple Store or the Google Play Store, whether you have an iPhone or an Android phone, you can download the app, and then you can use the app and your same sign-in information, your same account to give through your phone. So you can have fun giving on your phone and receive the joy that comes from giving, but also have fun at the same time. So I welcome you to try that out. I assure you that I myself have done it. I have given online on our website through Tithely, and I have given through my phone app as well. And I can assure you that it works, and it's fun. One final announcement, and that's about this Sunday. My sermon for this Sunday will be about surprising gratitude from Luke chapter 17. You know the story well about the 10 lepers, but only one came back to thank Jesus, and he was a Samaritan. I had special interest in this Thanksgiving story from the Bible this year because of these people being lepers. In a way we're all lepers ourselves right now, where we have to treat one another like lepers so that we don't spread the coronavirus, and it's a difficult time, but God is gracious. He heals lepers, and we hope and pray, we expect that God will heal us of this coronavirus and this pandemic. And what does this account have to say to us in our present circumstances? So that's what I'll be speaking about this Sunday, surprising gratitude from Luke chapter 17, and I hope you'll join me for that. So God bless you. That's our plans for the coming months, and our plan for this Sunday service as well. Happy Thanksgiving to you. I hope that despite the restrictions on us and this pandemic time, that you will find much to be thankful about, and that you will enjoy good company this Thanksgiving weekend as well. So God bless, and I'll see you this Sunday.